Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I got my doll's hair looking from this to this. So basically this is what I'm starting with. I am working on Ashlyn and Rochelle today. So basically there really isn't anything wrong with Rochelle's hair, it's just all pushed back and there is a little spot of sticky glue in the back of her head. But Rochelle really isn't the main character for today. Today I'm really going to be focusing on Ashlyn. And if you've ever had an Ashlyn doll, then you know that her hair is beyond sticky and super gluey and it's just disgusting. So she's going to be our main project for today. So I'm going to start by pulling their heads off of their bodies. This just makes the process a lot easier when it comes to washing their hair. So now I'm going to start taking out all of the hair ties and rubber bands or anything that's in Ashlyn's hair that's going to be getting in the way of washing. So we are going to start with Rochelle today just because she is going to be a little bit easier to do than Ashlyn. I always stick a pencil or a marker or anything into their necks just to keep the water out of the hole. Water getting in the hole can actually start to deactivate the glue that is inside of their head and make their hair more sticky. So to avoid that problem altogether, I just stick something inside of it. And for Rochelle, I'm just going to start washing her regularly. I'm just going to use some shampoo and conditioner on her hair just to make it a little bit more easier to work with when it's dry. I would also like to note that I do wash a lot of my doll's hairs pretty often, and the shampoo and conditioner makes their hair smell really good for a super long time, so it's definitely worth it. So now that we're done with Rochelle, we are going to go ahead and move on to Ashlyn. So Ashlyn is definitely going to be a piece of work for us. I am just going to start by sticking the marker into her head just like I did for Rochelle. So I would just like to clarify that washing Ashlyn's hair is not going to get rid of any of the glue. I do personally think that it dilutes the glue a little bit, but it definitely doesn't get rid of it at all. The reason that I am washing her hair is just to get all of these bumps and weird lines out of her hair from her old hairstyle, so it's going to be a lot easier and prettier when it's dry. I have noticed with a lot of the dolls that have a lot of glue or super bad sticky residue in their hair, it takes a lot more shampoo to get it kind of diluted. And like I said, the glue does not go away completely, but it does definitely help a lot. So here I'm just going to be washing Ashlyn's hair. I actually use shampoo 3 times in her hair, which definitely helped after. And I did only have to use 1 round of conditioner on her to keep her hair soft. This is what their hair looks like directly after washing. We are just going to jump right into the actual fixing part. So starting off with Rochelle, I did put that little peg back into her head just to make her easier to hold. And I'm going to start by brushing her hair out and then separating where I want her hair to be behind her ears and in front of her face. So I did go ahead and blow dry both of their hair off of camera. And as you can see, Ashlyn's hair is still very sticky all around, so we are going to go ahead and fix that. And Rochelle's hair, for the most part, as of right now, is fixed. And now we're going to get into the part of where I actually fix Ashlyn's sticky problem. So I have used this method in the past and it does work for me. I know that there are a bunch of different methods that you can use if this doesn't work for you. I do use kitchen flour and I just kind of put it all over her hair wherever it seems necessary. And for this doll, it's pretty much all over, and you do have to make sure that you get into like the roots and everything. This method is the easiest for me because it's pretty affordable and it's not a huge crazy process that you have to go through. I will say that it is definitely a trust the process, and you do have to kind of use a lot depending on how bad the stickiness is in the doll. I have actually fixed this exact Ashlyn doll before with the same exact method, so I did know for a fact that it was going to work. This doll definitely has the worst case of sticky hair that I have ever worked with, and I can say that this does work. And you do have to work it through her hair a little bit. It just acts like dry shampoo for her. This is what her hair looks like halfway through the process. It is kind of hard to see on camera, but there are these little white spots in her hair. So all those little white specks are the flour in her hair. It's just the part that hasn't been mixed in yet, so you really do have to work it through her hair. Sometimes I do just wave her hair in the air to get all of the flour out that I can. Like I said, it is definitely a process, but it is definitely worth it. And all of those little white specks of flour will go away once you work it all through her hair. And I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I have definitely noticed that a couple days after I put this in her hair, it does kind of go away naturally on its own, but her hair does not get sticky. So this is what her hair looks like after I had worked in all of the flour. And like I said earlier, you can definitely tell that the white specks are gone. There is no more sticky residue in her hair, so you really just kind of have to part her hair and make sure that you get it all around. I did also notice that the flower tends to add volume and thickness to her hair as well, so it is a little bit more fluffy, but I have noticed that it goes down within a couple of days. And here's Rochelle's hair. I did notice that her hair was a little bit sticky at the top, so I ended up putting some flour in her hair as well. So here are both of the dolls completely done. Rochelle's hair does sit flat now and it's not all pushed back. And as for Ashlyn, it's definitely an improvement. Her hair is no longer sticky and you can brush through it and touch it without having sticky residue on your fingers, which is very nice. I would just say that you have to make sure that their hair is completely dry before you add the flour, or else it'll kind of like become mushy in their hair, I guess. But yeah, so this was my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will definitely be doing a lot more fixing dolls in the future, so stay tuned. Bye!